Hello, everybody. Tonight is a small team, Inspired team call. I'm so happy to see so many of you on it. Really excited. I'm going to go through a few things tonight so we can keep our call within the half an hour. Okay, so I'm going to go through some celebrations tonight. I'm going to go through a little bit about the Freedom Revolution and the new changes, amazing new changes. Whoa, got
Whoa.
a feedback. Did you see that? I don't know why. And then a little bit about Ditch the Pitch, and then about our contest that we're going to have for May and June, which is really cool. All right. So first of all, let's hear about some celebrations. So I'm going to start off with a really cool celebration, a big celebration, and it's Michelle Agluski. She just got to QSSC. Woo woo! Okay, you guys have all your party hats on? Yay!
Oh, yay,
Bring the
Michelle.
champagne. I know. Where's the champagne? We should hand it to each other.
Saturday.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I love that little. That looks like a little, like firework. So, Michelle, do you want to announce anybody here and any changes here with somebody else?
Changes?
Tanya.
Yes. So Miss Tanya is now a 3-month qualifier here. So whoop whoop! Congratulations.
Very cool, Tanya.
Rock star.
And it was because of Tanya's involvement and her activity is all it takes is one person. Sometimes when you get all that volume we've had all those years and stuff, it just, we focused on who we should just focus on. And Tanya was the one, and we're so proud of you, Tanya, really am. And we'll be handing out some medals, some 500 strong medals, and Tanya will give a little talk too at our party, which will be really neat. Maybe we can have somebody videotape. Maybe I'll get Carol into videotape. So very cool. And I'm going to wait till if some of the other people get on, but I do want to mention Joe and Karen Hansen are really putting in a whole bunch of reps right now. Brenda put in Susana Gutierrez, Dawn Casparini, Marlene Graham put in, Julie Briggs put in Lenore Moser. I think Katrina just put in somebody else today. I don't know who yet, but we will wait. So it looks like Karis is on, but she's blanked out. So I'll wait to see if her person comes up. So if you want to get on your cell phone, Karis, we had a call with corporate today. So you can introduce your brand new rep.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it working on my phone. So
Okay.
Just a moment. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. I'll just continue.
Okay.
So we are recording this. So we will put it on our team page. And I know so many of you look at the recording, and we have a special, Barbara Dunbar does a great job of putting the recordings on our team page. She watches them, she decides, okay, this is a good one. And then she puts it on our team page. And so all of our team calls go on our team page. So if you know of a good call or something, don't hesitate. You guys are leaders. Don't hesitate. I was listening to Tony Robbins this afternoon because him and Dean Graziosi is putting together a seminar this week, 5 days, 3 hours a day. So I listened to it today, and it was nice because when I hike, I just listen to either podcast or something like that. And he was saying, those of you who are parents or leaders, those of you who are school teachers or leaders, those of you who are in offices are leaders. Those of you who have run offices are leaders. And so we often think that, oh gosh, I'm not a leader, and maybe sometimes you think less of yourself that, am I a leader or am I not? We all struggle with wondering, do we have the leadership skills? And he was talking about, who is it that he said, first of all, he was saying that network marketing they predict that there's going to be $1 billion a day industry in the future. Right now, it's $250 million a day, which is crazy. But is it Warren Buffett? He said, he asked Warren Buffett what was the best investment he ever made. And he was expecting him to say, maybe it's Coca-Cola or my investment in Apple or whatever. And he said, my absolutely best investment was my personal development and what I had to learn in order to get to my next position. So we really need to, you know, like the Ditch the Pitch the company is offering us. He's also going to specialize on Juice Plus language. So that's going to be very, very cool. And so we're really excited about that too. So we want to make sure that we do some of that. As soon as I see you, Karis, I'll turn it over. So I'm going to talk a little bit right now about Ditch the Pitch. So I'm going to ask you guys, when you first meet somebody, when you first meet them, what is it you want to do? What is the actual thing you want to do when you first meet them? Like you're meeting them at the coffee shop. What would you say your first thing you would want to do? You can unmute yourself and answer.
You want to know more about them.
Right. And what is that called? It's called exploring. You know, you want to, and also how much talking should you do at that time?
None.
Right. So you want to have more input than output. You want to listen because they will tell you everything they need to know. You need to know. So it's not an interview, right? It's something where you want to see, you know, the person might, if you listen to them, they might tell you they want to be more significant in their life. They want to have something they call their own. Maybe their husbands are making good money, but they want something for themselves. Maybe they want to take their family on vacations. And so you want to dig deeper to find those higher reasons for why they want to join. And honestly, what he says too is that really, you don't want to trip. He says you don't want to trip the alarm wire by saying something like, you know, you want to meet their pace for what they're talking. So it actually saves you time. You know, remember when we used to do booths, you guys? We used to do so many booths. We would have to get people in and out right away, right? You couldn't spend an awful lot of time talking to one person, but we had to develop that skill where we had to find out pretty quickly if they were interested in the tower or in Juice Plus. So now that we don't have those opportunities or haven't yet, we have to do that one-on-one, and we have to do it when we meet people in coffee shops or whatever. We want to find out what's going on in their life and not to rush the conversation. And so, you know, sometimes you sit there and, you know, you might say, well, I don't really care about them talking about hydrangeas all day long. You know, some people can run on and talk about a lot of stuff, but, you know, you can channel that into hydrangeas. Geez, have you ever thought about growing your own fruits and vegetables? So you want to tailor that conversation based on the information that they're giving you. Can you guys give another example? Maybe Terry, you can give an example of what happened up north on how you wanted to share more value with the person, but letting them do the talking.
I'm driving.
What was that, Terry?
Said I'm driving.
Oh, you can't talk while you're driving?
Because I have to lean in to so for you to hear me.
Oh, okay. It is kind of breaking up a little bit, actually. Does anybody else have an idea of when they were talking to somebody and they just were listening and they wanted to gather information? They really held back. They practiced that skill of holding back and not spewing a lot of stuff. Does anybody else have that experience this week?
I just had one, Alita.
Okay.
So it's not an immediate thing. This would only work with someone you see from time to time or connect with from time to time. I was just picking up my daughter from a friend's house and we were just talking. We have babies that are close in age, and this is her last baby, and we were talking about how little he was and how this one, she nurses him, but she needed to supplement because he was in such the small percentile. So she supplemented with no formula and whatnot. So I just kept that in my memory. I went, oh, okay, I know what I can share with her because of the complete shakes. And I have the perfect image of that one mama who forgot to take a shake that day, and her milk was so much more clear and runny. And on the day she compared the day, it was much more thick and creamy and white. And I went, I'm going to send that to her probably the next day or two and just say, hey, I was thinking about what you said, and just reach out to her and share, this might be something that could really help with that.
That's
So
awesome.
anyway,
That's awesome.
That's just a moment of listening to what she was sharing. And I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't go into, right then. So
right.
That also is, I've learned and I've been taught, is a great approach too, with, again, people that or connect with, so it doesn't come off of like pouncing on them right then, So, and that's a little different, again, technique than a stranger that you couldn't do that with. So
right.
Anyway.
That's great. That's John Bates' daughter, Caitlin, I think her name is. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And if we just listen, I think that's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Because if we listen, we'll hear everything we need. They will disclose. People care more about what? Whose story? Your story or their story? Who do you think they care more about?
Theirs.
Right. They really want to share. They want to talk about their story. They want to talk about their family. They want to talk about what's going on in their life, which is really great. So, and we want to focus on the things that they care about, not what we care about. So we want to have those meaningful conversations with them. They said that our brains are wired for 150 relationships. So, they're naturally wired for that. So when we have a new person, we don't want to put our head into it and all of everything we know, but we want to put our heart into it, because people are busy and they have lives. And then all of a sudden we come in and we want to say, hey, I want to talk to you about something. One of the NMDs on the call said, there's a lady down the street and she has a facialist business and she's from Mexico. So the NMD said, what should I say to him? Wait, what should I say to her? She actually called her and she said, I want to talk to you about something. What would that designate to you if you heard that from somebody? I'd like to come over and talk to you about something.
that it's important.
That they're trying to sell her something, or
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So knowing that she is a facialist,
Oh, wow.
we already know that the person is into health and beauty. She already knows that. She didn't have to say, I want to come over and talk to you about something. So we talked to her about just saying, hey, I want to book a facial and get into her world. How did you come about this? Are you really interested in, the clean, face and how you take care of your self-care and stuff, and then have that relationship based on a relationship instead of her being kind of on the defensive. If she went down to her house in the neighborhood, that other lady would have been probably a little defensive. I wonder what she's going to talk to me about. Oh, I see that sticker on her car. I wonder if it's all about that, right? So I think it's really important that we listen to what people say before we even bring up anything, and look for a segue into that conversation. All right. I'm going to end this. Sometimes those seeds need to germinate, right? So I'm going to share a little bit with you guys on the Freedom Revolution. We have an amazing, absolutely an amazing brand new website. Now we also have our guides on our team section, but can you guys all see this right here? So when you have a brand new person, you could send them to the Freedom Revolution, and what they would do is they have these two beautiful videos. If you haven't seen them, you have to. They're not corny, they're awesome. There's a story with the Chris and Casey Sloss, how couples work their business. They're both pharmacists. What I love about Juice Plus, this is a really cool one because it's with people from all over the world and joining the journey. These are amazing videos. They're clean, they're professional, and they're very good. And this is what you would do if you wanted to send somebody to this website and they haven't said they wanted to join yet. So look at what else. Now I sent this to somebody last week. He's from Israel and he needs to renew his membership. So I copied right here. You just copy right there and you paste it in an email or you send him as a text, say, hey, Ari, I know you're ready to re-sign your membership. He was a little discouraged because he didn't know how much we had in Israel. But after he saw this, he was thrilled. And so look at, we have people from Germany did a little video, the UK, Italy, Australia, really cool. And then we have our own, our other videos like athletes, military, Spanish, and then we have this whole video library of the product and everything else. So here's the jump start, here's the capsule, essentials. They're starting to call them essentials now. And there's all these other videos here. And this is a very good start for somebody. You don't want to overwhelm them. So now say you have somebody who just joined us as a partner. Okay, so basically you would have them go to the Get Starting tab. And the reason why this is coming up easy for me is because I already have it linked in. But the password for getting started just for people who are a P plus to a SC is welcome. You don't want to give them everything. So it's welcome. And then what the cool thing is there's the product videos right there. There's the clinical research summary that you can print up and send to them. What to say, social media. And then you get your first promotion to Partner Plus. And then they're like, here's the steps right here. And so this is very cool. And here's the qualifying sales coordinator overview. And you click here on how to see how you can get to sales coordinator, which is really awesome. Here's the sheet. Here's the price and earnings guide that you want to put by your computer. You have to check all these boxes. I have 3,600. I have maintained a minimum of 600 promotion volume from my own customers. I understand that I can only have, you can't buy like 15 towers and count that. It has to be a maximum of 1,300 PP promotion volume for yourself. And you have to add 5 new customers before you can get to QSC. And the title rewards are 400 if done in 30 days, 300 within a 6-day window. So that's what's really cool about this is it takes you all the way to QSC, and then you can go click this arrow again. And here's the sales coordinator. How do you get to sales coordinator? And you notice that's the end, right? Here's the worksheet. And now if you want to do additional training resources, so you are already a sales coordinator and you want further, you have to log back in here again. And the password for reps who are over sales coordinators is Revolution. And so you want to look at, I was just looking at some of these resources here. Look at the shred images, you guys. Now you guys that are doing the shred, there's so many awesome images that you can use. You could put your name on them by uploading it to Canva. A ton of images. They look really beautiful. They're very clean and crisp. They're very bright. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Canva, here's a tutorial right here. So that's really cool that they have all these images. Tower Garden resources. They have all the documents here. Here's order forms for Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and schools are right there. Here's the assembly guide, growing guides, community garden, a partner one, and a customer one. Here's all the seedling provide. Here's all the lesson plans. So everything is in one place and there's a ton of images here that you can grab from here. It almost looks like my album that we have on my page. There's some with kids in it. You know, if you have kids, you might want to put one of these on your storyline to show people that kids love doing it too. There's a ton of Tower Garden images. And there's even ones for the indoors too, right here, a couple of them in there. I'm going to stop right now. You guys see all this?
I am so loving.
Yes.
that you updated this. This is fantastic.
It's amazing. Here's teacher business stories. Here's parents' business stories. Here's people who are over 50 business stories. Let's see what happens to this. You click on that and you can send that. You can put that, you can send that to somebody over 50 and they're going to relate. They're going to be relatable to it, or 60. Teachers' business stories. There's, you know, it's supposed to be teacher week, right? And there's a neat teacher and you can send that image right here. You just highlight it right there and you go, hey, I just want to send this to you. You're a teacher.
Hello, everyone. Welcome and
And we're supposed to be honoring teachers this week. And so there's all kinds of them, all kinds. There's Spanish ones. There's honestly, you guys could take a half an hour a day, put it in your calendar. You know, whatever you ink in is what you do, right? So it's really important to, I didn't see this. I don't know what that means, giveaways. Okay, here's giveaways. Do you know we have an air fryer cookbook also, right? Right here. I have all these in one file in my Juice Plus so that people have just bought an air fryer. Just say, hey, look I'd love to bless you with an air fryer cookbook that was developed from our Healthy Living Revolution team. Would you like it? You know, I can't tell you how often Dean and Tony and Network Marketing Women's all say it's all about service. It's all about being a servant's heart. When people see that you're giving them something without asking for anything in return, they appreciate that. So we have really neat. Somebody might want to know about summer cooking, light cooking, download that, save it in a file on your thing, or you can go right to the Freedom Revolution right here and download it to your you know, your phone and then just send it off to them, which is really neat. So I'm really excited about this, you guys. I think it's going to make it really simpler for people to get to P+, and then they're not going to be overwhelmed by a lot of stuff. Also on our team page, there are other, you know, our guide section has all that too. So very cool. Make sure you tell them to put in the Freedom Revolution, because if they put Freedom Revolution, it comes up with a funky thing. So you want to make sure that they do it. But I encourage you guys, maybe when you get off this call tonight, to watch these videos. They're very cool. This is a really cool one too. Let me see. I don't think they're that long. Let me see.
Hi, we're Chris and Casey Schloss, and our journey with Juice Plus started years ago.
It's 11 minutes.
To be healthier.
So this one's 11 minutes. So I love that. Don't you guys love it? Isn't it going to be great? It's going to be so much easier to start brand new reps and to have them go in and stuff, which is really cool. So I love that. I love the idea. I love the whole idea about it. So is there any questions at this point about that? Hey, Karis,
No question.
is Jace around? Uh-oh, I don't see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, uh-huh.
He's in the backyard painting a trailer right now.
Okay, that's okay. Do you want to talk about what some of the people on your team, what they've done as a celebratory, you know, some of the people on your team?
Yes, absolutely. So First up, I wanted to give kudos and congratulations to Katrina Brewer and Julie Briggs. They have both qualified their business over 3 months in a row, and they're doing amazing. Woo! And then Jace, my husband, he joined as well, my team, and he's awesome. He made it to Partner Plus in 3 hours. And now he's more than halfway to QSC.
Very
So,
cool.
and he will definitely get there in under a month. So we're excited. And he said, because he knew most likely he wouldn't be done by the time this meeting was still going. Hold on. He said, tell the team, I'm already blanking what he said. Essentially, it was just thank you. And he said it's a team effort. And he goes, it wouldn't be possible without Karis and Alita and those supporting. So he says thank you. He's excited and he's excited to be qualified. And anyway,
Yeah, that's so
loves it.
funny. He keeps asking Karis, am I qualified yet? Am I qualified yet?
It's now a running joke. So.
Yeah, the running joke, right? So very cool, very cool. And Terry Spencer is really close to qualifying his business. That's going to be exciting. We're just going to wait and see if he can pull together some really cool people that might want to join him on his team. That'll be cool. So you just never know, you know. I was every once in a while you hear a trainer talk about the roller coaster of our business. And Tony was saying tonight, and so was Dean, that this is our business. Enjoy the ride. It is a roller coaster. So we just have to, it's enjoy that process and not be weirded out about it. So the next thing I'm going to bring up is Michelle. She's going to share a little bit about this new, it's really fun. I'm doing it myself and it's really cool because I thought we had to copy somebody else's, but you kind of create your own stuff, which is really neat. So I'm going to share a screen and basically have Michelle talk a little bit about what this looks like.
Yeah, so if you notice, and this came up kind of fast, my buddies and I, Patty, Carrie, Heidi Biggs, and Leah Martinez and I, we're trying to find ways to kind of engage a little. We were all kind of talking about how we wish we were a little more consistent on Facebook, other than Carrie Davis, who's pretty consistent. We were like, it'd be nice to be a little more consistent. And we remembered this viral posting thing that had happened. And in the past. So we decided to just take the bull by the horns and run it so that we could run a social media contest. And it really, in particular, is an incentive for partners, Partner Plus, and QSCs, or those heading towards those positions, to really kind of bump up your business by just posting a little bit more frequently on your social media and watch what happens. We give you the ideas of what's going to happen. So every day they're in the Heat team. If right there, Alita's showing the viral posting plan. That's like a calendar. That's kind of your bingo card. So all of those ideas that are on there, I am now going to break them down weekly. And it's not even me doing it. Heidi Biggs has already created these. So if you saw for this week, there's a week one, there's ideas for each day of what to post. And to break it down even more, Heidi, Patty, Carrie, Leah, and myself, we each take one day and we create a post for it. And like Alita said, you can totally do your own. If you see something on here you want to share and you have a perfect thing you want to do, great. If you're thinking, gosh, I don't have a lot of time to do that, but I really want to post it, take the post that I put. If you notice Alita, can you scroll to the yellow one?
Yeah, I was just saying, should we always put this hashtag on there?
It's the hashtag for the day, yes, but the more important hashtag is the Making a Difference in May on every single post.
Oh, okay.
So if you look at this is like for this week. And if you notice, Monday was Motivational Monday, hashtag Motivational Monday, and then you put hashtag making a difference in May underneath it. That's kind of how we can keep track of posts. But it's more on the honor system because it's just going to help you to post anyway. But what I did is under the comment section in here is I posted a sample of an idea of what you could post for that day. The Mondays was Patty's idea. Tuesdays was Heidi Biggs. Wednesday, I believe, might be Carrie Davis. Thursday is me, and Friday is Leah Martinez. So you get from different people just some ideas of what they're posting on theirs. Leah did a really cute one with her smoothie today where she was literally like kissing her smoothie, and it was a gorgeous picture of her, and it's fun. It's more just intrigue and fun and creating engagement with the people on your social media platform. It was interesting today, even, I don't know about you guys, but the shake post, some of the people who commented I haven't heard from for a while. So I will definitely be following up with them. Even, hey, would you like a sample so you can try that recipe, and just a great way to reconnect with them. Some of them are some of my already customers, and they were super excited to try the shake recipe. It was a new one they hadn't seen. So just something fun for each week. So this is like week 1. We'll have a whole nother plan for week 2 and for the next 4 weeks, and use that calendar sheet as like a bingo card and cross them off as you go, and we'll see what happens.
That's very cool. I like the idea of this viral posting. It's just kind of, okay, I got it. Share a wise word. Okay, I'm going to look for a wise word, Wisdom Wednesday, and then make a difference in May. And I understand it's from May 10th through June 11th, right? It's
Correct.
1 month, 1 month.
1 month, 1 month, a little more active posting, something every day. And it's something like even share a quote, Motivational Monday. I literally put in, because I wanted my own, inspirational quotes with image. And I Googled that, and it's amazing what comes up. And you pick one you like, and you can put that in, or you can use the one that was already put in there.
That's awesome. You know what I'd like to do too is sometimes I'll go, so motivational quotes. And if I do that, there's a little thing right here that says images, right?
Oh, look at that.
And so all these different images come up.
It's that easy.
So I do that a lot because there's a ton of them, but you have to click on this images here. But if not, it comes up with just all the website stuff. And there's also motivational videos too.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fantastic. That's even
Yeah.
better one.
So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to do that, you guys. It'll be really cool to do that. So I already got 2 checks off. If you guys want to catch up, just go ahead and print that up. What I did was I held my finger down on that image. I saved it to my phone. I pulled it up on my photos, and I printed it right from my printer, right from my phone. So, and then just take a marker and cross it off each time you do it. This kind of gives you a sense of accomplishment when you do something like that.
So, and if I can, for 2 things that I'd like to mention. One was, thank you for just rolling with this, Alita. She just said, hey, yeah, I see. Are you part of this? Are you doing this with Patty and Carrie? I'm like, yeah. She said, well, if you want to head it up, go ahead. Well, and then all of a sudden you just started posting. So way to lead by example and just hop in there when you've got a ton of things going on. So that's so cool. And I have to say, of all the things that helped to get me to QSSC, it's staying engaged with the contests, with the things, even when they seem like they're little, they really do make a difference. That me getting to QSSC and Tanya getting a new, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that Tanya has a new Partner Plus. Jenny Gable is also got to Partner Plus this month. So whoop, whoop. But part of that was part of Jenny being on Tanya's team and being a part of what happened was she really wasn't a very active rep, or partner, but Tanya brought her on when we did the incentive of come join us, and you could pick one free person. Well, that happened to be Jenny. Well, look at now Tanya has a new partner plus on her team because of that incentive. Those little pieces all add up and make a difference, that when you're going to that goal and when you're thinking of something or need to change gears, you've got something in the back of your mind. Oh, I remember I just talked to that person. I did the 100 names. So, oh yeah, they said they wanted to order. I reached out. That was one of the orders that happened because, trying to find that. So the little incentives, and the little, the games, I'm all in now. After I see how much that really can make a difference long term, I'm all in. It's
it's so funny because it just takes a little bit more. And I was like, how did I even get to NMD? It's just, I just take a little bit more, do something a little bit more that, I didn't really particularly love going to booths 3 times a week for a whole year, to make that commitment to drive sometimes an hour away with Kathleen Lubin. But if I just remember my language got better. I started learning how to communicate better, how to move people in and out of booths, how to get to the bottom line. It wasn't like I killed it during that year at all. In fact, maybe I got 3 customers out of that whole year from those booths. But what it did was give me the discipline, and it gave me the wherewithal to be able to learn other conversational techniques so that I can have that in my toolbox. I mean, it takes a while. If you only talk to one person a week, you're not getting that life experience where you're conversing with them. Get to know that person and learn with them. And I think that a lot of times, I remember people would say, like when I was going from QSSC to SSC, there was a bunch of little people out there that had 1 or 2 customers, and they were happy with that. And that's perfectly fine. 1 or 2 customers, they wanted just to get their nails done every month. It was just awesome. I'm so happy that we can bless them with that. But then there are other people that is the one you need to focus on at that time. And so you would need to focus on the people that really want to get to their next position, and learn how to identify who those people are sooner rather than later. It saves a lot of time and a lot of headaches. I have my own sister had 52,000 points. She never got to SC because I wouldn't promote her because she wasn't doing the business. It was silly to promote her. So, but everybody has a different time. Timing is a big deal. Look at me. I took the product as a rep for 13 years before I decided to really jump in and do the business. So I think that we can all learn from these experiences, and some people have to learn the hard way, and some people have to learn by looking at other people's experiences, and that's a big deal. I think that those people are a little smarter than I was, because it's always a good idea, and it just takes a little tiny minute to switch gears and pivot and say, okay, enough's enough. I'm going to start doing the deal, because honestly, it doesn't look like our life is going to jump back as quickly as we want it, like how it was. We might have smaller gatherings, 10, 15 instead of 60 at salad in a jar parties. Might have fewer, less. So, it'll probably be like that for a while anyway. So I know Janet's on a plane right now. Janet, I see you. We're going to post this in here, and love to all of you who are seeing this in the rebroadcast. Congratulations again to all of our people who are climbing the ladder, and looking forward to helping you grow as far and as much as you want to grow.